Vitality isn't just a beauty trend, it's an ancient instinct shaped by survival. From an evolutionary lens, vitality often signals health and fertility. Think clear skin, symmetry, bright eyes, but also think of things like consistent energy levels and healthy digestion. Those are all signs of vitality. These traits historically helped us choose strong mates and pass on good genes. But it's not just biology. Across cultures, vitality and wellness have been tied to power, status, and even spiritual alignment. Ancient Greeks believed physical harmony reflected moral virtue, and in many indigenous traditions, wellness rituals were sacred acts meant to honor the body as a vessel of spirit. There are Ayurvedic texts from India dating back over 3,000 years ago emphasizing vitality with detailed personal regimens for skin, digestion, and spiritual balance. Traditional Chinese medicine, just as old as those Ayurvedic texts from India, emphasizes ways to maintain harmony and vitality. This is often done through herbal remedies, food, acupuncture, and things like Qigong. All of these things aimed at preserving vitality. I am currently making my way through the Essene Gospels of Peace, which is a controversial text about Jesus' teachings and the Essene Brotherhood. It's definitely controversial Christian literature, not recognized by the church, but this text is a holistic view of health that really links physical vitality with spiritual clarity. I mean, in these texts, Jesus heavily advocates these various avenues of a natural healing, including the use of herbs and sunlight and water. He talks about diets and fasting and cleansing rituals. And there's this emphasis on connecting our earthly mother and heavenly father as like these spiritual forces. Now, modern industries focused on vitality can definitely err on the side of vanity, but that does not discount the importance of wellness rituals throughout our earthling history. Our bodies need support during our time here. They need tune ups and regular care. So, are there things that we can do that naturally support our vitality both inside and out? Turns out nature provides us with several health and beauty hacks to support our earthly avatars in staying vital. So, again, things like clear skin, bright eyes, healthy digestion, strong lungs are all, signs of vitality. Now, a lot of people come to me wanting natural beauty remedies for their skin. The skin is the largest organ in the body and the last one to get nutrients. Better internal health means younger, healthier looking skin. Our skin is often a reflection of what's happening inside the body. You can certainly treat the skin topically buying, things like serums and moisturizers, which are totally fine too. But I can promise you, doing something to support yourself internally, something that draws moisture into the skin, protecting collagen, elastin, which are the proteins responsible for the skin's firmness and elasticity. So this thing has the ability to draw moisture into the skin while also having this incredible protective element to it, warding off free radicals while supporting healthy cell turnover. It helps you so much on the inside that it changes you on the outside. This beauty and vitality hack isn't new. It's an ancient hack that many have just forgotten, and almost nobody is talking about it. It is affordable and accessible to just about anybody. It takes up very little extra time per day and it provides measurable results. I took it every day for 30 days, and what happened is definitely worth sharing. I'm a holistic herbalist and I can attest to the healing power of plants. I mean, how incredible is it that earthlings are given so many healing remedies just in the plants that surround us? And herbs tend to heal us on a deeper, more holistic level. Plants make great allies, and the herb that I'm going to talk to you about has some serious inside out benefits. It's not the trendy kind you see all over social media. This one is a secret that people forgot and haven't remembered quite yet. This is an old world remedy that's mentioned in health and beauty texts dating back to 2000 BCE. What's wild is how much it helps your body hold on to hydration, not just in your gut, but all the way through your skin, like actual improvements you can see. Less dryness, smoother texture, and even those faint lines starting to back off. And it's gentle. You don't feel it working, but you notice the difference over time. It's been used for centuries to soothe, coat, and moisten things internally and externally. Not only do ancient texts mention it, but it also has modern science to back it up. The herb that I'm going to teach you about how to use is marshmallow root. So, marshmallow root, or Althea officinalis, which is the botanical name of the plant, has a long history of use in ancient and modern healing traditions. Historically, marshmallow root was used in folk medicine to soothe and hydrate mucous membranes throughout the respiratory, digestive, and urinary systems. It was also used to treat a variety of skin ailments by soothing and calming and hydrating the skin. The name Althea comes from the Greek word meaning to heal. Ancient Greeks and Romans really valued marshmallow for soothing skin and internal issues, a dual benefit that echoes today's inside out beauty philosophy, right? Marshmallow root is mucilaginous, meaning it is rich in mucilage, which is like a gel like water soluble fiber. So these water soluble polysaccharides form a gel like substance when mixed with water. You're going to see what I mean when I teach you how to make it. There's almost this slippery element to the herb. So when you take marshmallow root in a certain way, it forms a gel-like coating inside your digestive tract. The healing of the gut is just another benefit you'll receive from this herb, in addition to better looking skin. This makes sense because a healthy gut means better nutrient absorption, stronger immunity, and clearer skin. Skin issues are often just an external manifestation of gut imbalances. Because of the way this ultra hydrating gel like substance that marshmallow root can produce, this allows the plant to help lock in moisture while soothing inflammation and protecting against environmental damage. Researchers from the University of Exeter Medical School conducted a study to evaluate the protective effects of marshmallow root on human skin exposed to UVA radiation. The findings were that marshmallow root significantly reduced UVA induced DNA damage and genotoxicity. Look, I spend a lot of time out in the sun. Remember, the sun can be helpful and harmful. You need to know how to use it. You can check out my latest YouTube video, which I'll link below for more information on that. I did a whole video about the sun. But regardless, it doesn't hurt to take something like marshmallow root that can help protect our cells against UV radiation while also supporting healthy cell turnover. So not only will you see a decrease in fine lines and wrinkles with just overall better skin health, but there is also a really protective element to this herb. Marshmallow root offers a preventative treatment that can help protect your skin, preserving your overall vitality. Okay, so let's move on to how to work with this herb. Leaves and flowers of this beautiful plant are also medicinal. However, the most potent medicine is in the root, so it's marshmallow root. Remember, this is a slippery herb, so it cannot be treated like many other plants. A lot of people like to take herbs via tea, right? If you boil and add in this plant, you will get a really slimy substance. This plant loves cold infusions, which makes it really easy to work with because no boiling water is necessary. Okay, so now it's time to go work with the plant. Okay, so all you need is a 32-ounce mason jar, some marshmallow root, and some water. I got some marshmallow root from my local co-op. I have it labeled already in a mason jar, if you can see that. Now, again, it's a root, so it does look like this. It's very woodsy. Now, you're gonna put about 2 tablespoons of marshmallow root into the empty mason jar. Now, it's not like you're packing in the 2 tablespoons, just, light, light. That's tablespoon 1, tablespoon number 2. I have about 2 tablespoons in there. Okay, remember, if you put too much in, it's going to turn it real kind of slimy. It's still fine to drink, but just to keep it an appropriate texture, about 2 tablespoons for this 32-ounce jar. Only thing we need to do now is add water to the mason jar. Give it a nice little shake, maybe some good intentions. You can see the roots swimming around in the water. Okay, here's the marshmallow root cold infusion we just made. But now this is going to go into the refrigerator overnight. I usually let mine go for about 12 hours and make it in the evening, and then I wake up in the morning and I strain it. You certainly don't need to let it go that long. You can do it shorter. This is the one that we just made, and this is the one that I made last night. This was the cold infusion that's been sitting overnight and is ready to be strained. So this is called a cold infusion. You're infusing the herb in cold water, not hot water. If you have a second mason jar, that's very helpful. Otherwise, you can just strain it in something like this and pour it back into your same mason jar. So all you need is one of these little strainers. I mean, you can get these at the dollar store. They're very inexpensive. All you do is strain the substance. You'll see there's even this slimy texture to it. It's a very, very, very slippery herb. So it's very hydrating on the inside, which is what you want, right? So here is the final result. See the color on this? The color and the taste for me are kind of in sync with one another. I'll tell you what it tastes like, at least to me. Have you ever been to a restaurant and ordered something like a Coke? And they bring it out to you in a glass with ice and Coke poured over it, right? Say you drink all of the Coke in the glass, but continue to sit at the table for a while. Well, the ice in the cup eventually melts, and you have this tinted, melted ice water that has a little resemblance of the Coke that was once in the glass. You kind of have this mild Coke water. That is what marshmallow root tastes like. So it's not bad. It just tastes like melted ice water with a hint of Coke. So all you do, again, is put a little bit of root covered in a jar with water in the evening, let it sit overnight and strain it the next morning. When I'm cooking in the evening, I prepare marshmallow root and put it in the fridge overnight. It's just a set process of mine when I'm making dinner. In the morning, I strain it and I consume it throughout the day directly from the mason jar, and then I repeat as needed. So I did a 30-day marshmallow root cold infusion regimen and I took photos. I did this because I had been traveling for several months. One of these trips included a big trip outside of the country, a 2-week trip to China. I had a lot on my plate and my skin started looking really bad. Because I had been traveling nonstop, it also meant that I was going out to eat a lot. I'm someone who generally cooks most of her meals by herself. So going out to eat a lot like that is really hard on the body. The constant being in different time zones and different sleep schedules and changing altitudes, all of those things were hard on my body, and my skin definitely started to show it. So I'm going to show you some photos at the end of my travels. Obviously, what I'm showing you is the worst of it. My skin started showing signs of tons of wrinkles. It looks really dull, really wrinkly. Luckily, I knew this was temporary and that I'd be able to fix it. It's a hydration issue. So here is a close-up photo of me with makeup on. This photo was taken right before I started the 30-day marshmallow regimen. I mean, for me and how I look on a regular basis, this looks really bad to me, especially around the eyes and the forehead. It looks really dry. I just come to the end of my travels, and just to me, I just look dry and depleted. Okay, so this is the before photo. Okay, the second photo was taken about 2 weeks into the daily marshmallow root cold infusion. I mean, huge improvement already, as you can see from this photo, especially around the eyes. You can really see a lot of the hydration coming back into my skin, and even my complexion looks kind of overall brighter. This final photo was taken after I completed my 30 days of marshmallow root. So this is the last photo. I completed everything, and man, does my skin look 8,000 times more hydrated. I mean, this really goes to show you that a lot of those little wrinkles are really a hydration issue. I mean, huge improvement from the first photo to this last photo. Marshmallow root is really inexpensive. You can buy it in bulk and it has a really long shelf life. I buy mine at my local co-op, which has a bulk herb section. If you don't have something like this in your area, not a problem. You can buy it online. My personally favorite online retailer is Mountain Rose Herbs. There are some contraindications for this plant, like it is not appropriate for those who are pregnant or breastfeeding. It might not be suitable for those with diabetes. Things like that are stuff that you're going to want to look into for yourself. If you're able to get those two things, mason jars and marshmallow root, then I highly encourage those who are able to tolerate marshmallow do a 30-day regimen of it. Take photos, track your progress. Once you have seen the benefits for yourself, I guarantee it will become a staple in your beauty and vitality routine. Let me know how you do in the comments below and have a great week.